Hello, it's me again. I know that I've been putting a lot of stuff up on Facebook, and they're meant to encourage you, and so I really feel I just want to share this with you, what I felt. Yesterday I put that thing up about the crown, about the coronavirus, and how we are crowned or encircled by the mercies and the power and the presence of God. But this morning I thought about Elijah at Mount Carmel and the prophets of Baal, and how Elijah and the prophets were supposed to get a response out of God to see who would answer. And the prophets of Baal did their thing, and they were cutting themselves and dancing and calling on their gods, and there was just no silence. There was no response. And then when Elijah, he threw water and he did all the stuff, you can go read it in 1 Kings 17, God responded with fire. And I feel that at this time that there are people out there, there are leaders of governments, there are people of influence, and people in general who are seeking for answers about what is going on, and people are troubled, and they're trying everything to find the solutions and to find their comfort. But we know that there's only one true God and one place we can find comfort. And so if you read the end of that story in 1 Kings 17, that when God answered by fire, that they fell down and they began to worship God, and they said, your God is the God of heaven. There's one God, and that's the God we serve today. And so there was a revival. That's what I think actually happened there. The people turned from looking for answers anywhere else, and they realized that there's one true God. And I feel that without trying to find things everywhere we read in the scriptures, that we can say, oh yeah, this is what it means, and we can prophetically, we can say this is what God's saying prophetically. But you can read throughout the Bible that God's been speaking, and the examples of times where God delivered his people. And there's so many people speaking about the Passover, and how when the angel of death passed over, when the Israelites were in Egypt and they ordered to go into their homes, that all they had to do was put the blood of the lamb on the lintels of their doorposts. And when the angel of death passed over, that God's people were preserved and protected. And I feel that we know that. It's in every believer's heart that we are going to be protected in this, that we shouldn't fear, that, I don't believe this is the end of the end days, and we think about, like it's the end of the world kind of thing, that this will pass. But we're going to come out of it realizing how real the scriptures are, that every time we've seen the deliverance of God's people right from the beginning of time until where we are today, that we are living in somebody else's history lesson, that God's been saying to me, don't be overwhelmed by all the statistics and the dynamics and the logistics, but go back to basics, which is stay at home, and that home is where we're going to find the answers. Home is where we're going to reconnect with God, where we're going to reconnect with family, and great ideas are going to be birthed, songs are going to be written, books are going to be written, messages are going to be developed in the hearts of people, and we're going to come out of this with a great word, because we have the answer. And so let's be encouraged. Let's be encouraging one another. I know 21 days of lockdown starting on Thursday seems like a lot. This is our day 5. So all in all, we will be in lockdown for like 5 weeks at the end of it all. But, the Spirit of God doesn't get shut down, doesn't go into lockdown. The Spirit of God, I feel the Spirit of God is releasing revelation everywhere to people who are willing to listen. People are having dreams. Young people are hearing things, and it's being shared all over the place. And it's all pointing us to Jesus. It's all pointing us to hope, and what's going to come out on the other side of this. So let's be encouraging one another and stay in touch. And if you see my Facebook post about, there's a video of me saying, let's stay connected. I want to see you in the comment section. Put a little video of yourself just popping in to say, hi, I'm okay. The reason for that is I miss your faces, and I'd like to see you pop in there from wherever you are in the world and just say, hey, I'm okay. So we're sending love from the Mole household. We may be moles, but we're not going underground. We're still here, and we're going to be sending out our messages of hope, because we believe God is a God of hope. And we love you all.